So tonight's live is all about how to travel with all of the chaos, confusion, and I just can't even believe where we are as a country. So yes, it's three ways to travel or three things to be aware of as the face of travel is changing. And who will be impacted most? We're going to go over all of that. But I want you first to, if you're in here, go ahead, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, become part of the Gym Nation family. And we got some goodies for you that I'll talk about in a second. But before we talk about that, I'm not sure if you guys are aware of what's to come, but if you're not, please stick around. Please share this video. Please make sure by word of mouth you get this information out. I was trying to set up, I do have a checklist that I want to um, share with everybody for free, and I was trying to add that. But you know what? As soon as this is over, I don't want to take up too much time. As soon as the live is over, I'll make sure I add it to the description and you can download it because it's something everyone is going to need. So hopefully you can hear me. If you can, just put a 1 in the chat. Let me know that my mic is on. So yeah, if you guys are planning travel this summer, and I really don't care if it's a international trip, a domestic trip, a cruise, whatever it is, prepare. Overly prepare. And we're going to go over exactly why. As somebody who has quite a few travels plans this summer, listen, I'm part of the preparation process too. I've already had one flight canceled on me the weekend, next weekend, this weekend. Oh, child, Mother's Day weekend. And fingers crossed the next one won't be canceled. And we're going to go over exactly what those airlines, the most concerning airlines are right now. So the airline that I was booked on that, has already canceled, you guys may have heard, Spirit is gone, child. Spirit is gone. And Spirit, I don't care what nobody says, was my favorite airline going from New York to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. And simply because, yeah, the price was amazing. I could get round trip flights for under $50 depending on when I travel, blah, blah, blah. So you can even go ahead and add the bag. Go ahead and make me pay for a seat. And I'm still under $100 one way. I'm fine with that. But also wheels up to wheels down. We're talking an hour and 15 minutes max with good weather, not having to circle or do anything like that. There is no other airline that gets me to Myrtle Beach in an hour and 15 minutes max. None. And I'm talking about direct airlines as well. So whatever Spirit had going on, I was about Spirit life. And not one crash fatality. Like, listen, y'all could say what y'all want about Spirit being soul plane, all the things. Spirit and me, we went together real bad and afforded me the opportunity to stay connected with family without really, having to break the bank. So we know Spirit is gone along with the airlines. There's what 15,000 jobs that are also gone and a lot of stranded passengers. There are people that were prepping for graduations, people prepping for um what is that called? Like wedding season next month starts, heavy wedding season, then summer travel, all the things. All those flights done, gone, no more. And we'll talk later about, the real reasons why like this may be happening, but tonight is really just about preparation. And so Spirit is gone, jobs are gone, plans are gone. People hopefully are not out of a whole lot of money if they booked, you know, non-refundable, whatever. So if it was lodging, are they losing out on a percentage of that? Many people will. And so um in addition to, let me just see, because I'm not even looking at the screen. So let me see if anybody. Oh, okay, you can hear me. Oh, okay, cool, cool, cool. Hey, our choice hauling. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, good, good, good. Hey, Deborah Howard. Good to see you. Hey, LJ. And I don't know if you're with plus one or two, but tell everyone hello for me. So, okay, let me get back into the topic at hand. So there's three areas that I want to touch on tonight. Again, I have a checklist for anybody who wants it. What I put, the link that's being pinned right now is not the checklist. That's what my travel community gets, and they pay a monthly fee for that. So anybody who wants these three documents, I'll go over those in a second. But it's your planning guide for this summer. It includes both domestic and international travel. It also includes a separate document with all of the airlines. There may be some smaller ones that are not included, but most of the airlines that operate, along with their safety rating, all the things like where they travel. So if you do get stuck anywhere, you have this guide available and the checklist for anyone who travels. So I'm going to, complimentary, make sure everybody gets at least the checklist. But if you're interested in the other documents, you can go ahead and get that. You'll be added to the oh, you know what? I could put that link in later. The Black Travel and Culture Family, which is my other group, and they every month they get updated documents with all the latest and greatest news. So the three topics we're going to go over: how the travel industry is changing and or has changed, who's going to get hit the hardest and why, and number three, ways to prepare. And so, if anybody has any travels planned for this summer or beyond, go ahead and let me know. If you have travel, put 2 in the chat. If you don't, put 0 in the chat. I just want to know who is in the room currently. But the travel industry is broken, y'all. We see it, we know it. I don't ever advise anyone on what to do. Rather, you should travel or you shouldn't travel. The only thing I like to make people aware of is, if you do travel, what to expect. And like I said, this isn't just about international travel. I'm talking about if you're getting in your car and driving someplace, what you can expect in 20, well, from now through the summer. And I'll just hopefully keep it at that. But hope is not a strategy. So we know about the big picture, right? How has the travel industry changed? We know the big picture right now is the oil, the price of gas. Not only the price of gas, the lack of gas, right? Or oil, I should say. And so much so that there are gas stations that are not receiving oil, don't know when they're going to get it. Gas station owners that are concerned, nervous, because this is their livelihood. And it's not just, for cars and trucks. This is the same with airlines. Hence why JetBlue has issued a warning. We're going to get more into Delta and their recent changes with okay, we're still going to fly, but guess what? We ain't going to feed you if you ain't part of first class, or if you're not going more than 350 miles. And so, yeah, they're cutting corners, and the increased fees that are, being imposed on the travelers, from seats to baggage, anything you could think of. The price of the snacks, if you're on a flight, those will be increasing as well. And so, wait, before I get to that, we talked about Spirit being gone. We talked about JetBlue and their warning. First, they said they're about to go bankrupt. Then they pulled that back and no, they're not going bankrupt. We know there's some challenges there, right? There's also an airline in Canada. It's in probably in the document that I have, that also just stopped flying, I want to say last week. Lufthansa cut 20,000 flights inside of Europe. Delta has cut many flights as well. And cruise ships, child. The cruise ships, we know what's happening um off of the island. I think they're still at the island of Cape Verde, if I'm not mistaken. And there's I don't even know what words I can use on this platform, y'all. So y'all gonna have to understand. I may have to start talking pig Latin in a second. But yeah, there's something happening on a boat right now, a ship that is not allowing the passengers, who some are showing signs that they're healthy, some are sick, and some have not made it. They're not allowing them to dock just yet. But saying all that to say, that's going to affect the cruise industry is also going to be affected, because there were other issues with illnesses happening before this mass one, right? Okay, so we're not talking about right now bad luck, temporary issues, and or timing. It's really like a perfect storm when you add all of the gas, the airlines, the cruise ships, all the things. It's a perfect storm, and it's hitting at the, I don't know if this, yeah, let's, one of the worst possible times. We mentioned why. Heavy summer travel. That's when schools are out. That's when most people plan their vacations around summer travel. But I want us to be prepared. So we're going into part two of this, right? There's three parts we talked about. We talked about number one, what's going on, how things are changing. Number two, how are we going to be prepared? Because there will be people that will get hit the hardest, and it's not going to be the wealthy people. It's not going to be the rich people. It's not going to be the people who have discretionary incomes, CEOs who have contacts with private jets, right? Those aren't the people that are sweating right now. Like I said, I don't tell people what to do. I just bring the information so that you can make the most informed decision. So let me just see who's in the building. If y'all have any questions. Hey, Casper 330. Did you go back? Yes or no? Because I know the timing is somewhere around there. We're at the timing. Did you go back yet? You're right on time. I don't know what you're laughing. What did I say that was funny? But anyway, so let's get into part two on some sound moves that I think we all should make, because we have to, I want us to not act with emotion, right? I want us to remove emotion out of this. Yes, things may get turned upside down. Like I said, I have already become a victim of my flight. Well, I actually still haven't gotten the cancellation email, but I paid with Amex. I'm good. But yeah, no more flights. And I was, and they literally were sending other people cancellations. And I run I run a travel community, so I'm hearing all these people getting their cancellations, and I'm like, oh no, they're gonna fly to Myrtle Beach, because there's a lot of MAGAs that travel to Myrtle Beach. Now they canceled, and I heard nothing from them. But luckily, I was able to book for about $120 more for the same distance. But I was able to book on another airline. So yeah, so when it comes to budget travelers and families, these are the people, and I'll say we are the people that rely on airlines like Discount, or excuse me, airlines like Spirit and Discounted Airlines, because it makes it affordable. It makes travel possible, especially for people who have large families. And large can mean three plus, right? Because if each flight is over $500 now, right? And that may be one way. So $3,000 round trip when you used to be able to get that same exact itinerary for $600 round trip, $700 round trip if you include baggage. Some people are just not going to be able to do summer travel, right? And baggage fees we talked about. So when it comes to budget travelers, the baggage fees used to be a thing that only the discount airlines would, you know, impose on the travelers. But now, nope. Now these premium airlines are now adding carry-on fees at an increase. The numbers have gone up, and not only has the price gone up, the size of what you can bring on board for some of these airlines has decreased. So again, you're getting hit at every turn. The discounted airline rates are going up because of fuel, the ones that are still around. The premium airlines rates are going up because of fuel. The premium airlines that didn't used to charge or try to nickel and dime you for every single thing are now nickel and diming you at a premium price. And the discount airlines are as well. And so a family of four that used to budget, this is based on not my math, but the airline industry's math, that had budgeted $3,000 for summer travel is now looking at $4,200. That's with padding. Maybe 3,800 if you really, do your research and do the work. But going from $3,000 to 4,200 will absolutely have some people sitting at home or canceling their trips or not booking their trips because it's cost prohibitive. Now, talking about Europe, it gets, the prices are just everywhere, right? If you're planning going to Europe, not only do you have to worry about the increased cost of the flight, now in certain countries, you have to pay for they're not all visas, but they're electronic authorizations that are mandatory now to get in many of the EU countries, and that's per person. So while the electronic authorization lasts a couple of years, it's still per person. And so rather it's $15 or $30 per person. If you have a family of five, then guess what? That you got to add that on top of the increased prices for the flights and the extras. In addition, so let's even say you may be going to a country that your final destination may be a country that is outside of these areas where you need electronic authorization. But if you have a pit stop, if your first landing is in one of these countries, oh, you need an electronic authorization. I think in most of the countries. I think Italy is having some challenges. The last I heard, their systems were still iffy. And let's not even just make it exclusive to European countries. Turkey has added another barrier for entry that's based on biometrics. And so that being able to just walk across border patrol and get a stamp on your passport, those days are gone. Things are being digitized at a rapid pace. And with digitization comes monetization, right? They got to pay for these machines. So they're going to pass the cost on to the travelers. And so let's just talk about what the EU has done now. On April 10th, they launched the biometric border system where fingerprints and facial scans at every Schengen country, Schengen, whatever country, is required to take part in. But like I said, Italy, I think, is having a few hiccups. Um, so in addition to the fact that you have to pay more, the process is slowed down. I heard people, it was taking people hours, like 8 hours, not, excuse me, I may be lying, 4 hours to get through the borders in some countries because people just, the machines weren't working, people didn't know what to do. So just be prepared. Just be prepared. And if you're going to the UK, I did this, I want to say a year ago. The UK also requires you to have electronic travel authorization before you even board the flight, right? So you can't get on the flight, go to the UK, and then get there and pay like you used to be able to do for certain countries, visa upon entry, right? No, you have to apply, get approved, receive your ETA before you can pass through. I don't know when they check it. I'm going to assume they check it when I would hope they're checking it when you're at, you know, TSA to make sure, but who knows? They may not do it till gate check, but you have to have it before you get on that flight. So if you have any plans of going to the UK, in addition to the increased flights, in addition to the increased add-ons that they do, in addition to paying for the travel authorization, there is also going to be higher costs once you get there. And I think I got ahead of myself. We'll get to that in a second. Then by the end of the year, it is expected that the ETIAS, which they've been talking about for a few years now, will be fully implemented in all of Europe, all European countries, not just the Schengen countries, but all of Europe. There will be a requirement for you to apply for the ETIAS, which is another travel authorization that will be necessary for you to board and enter into any of those countries in Europe. So you won't be able to just show up with a passport. And on the documents that are available, it also breaks down like the comparative cost for hotels, the comparative cost for everything based on like this month. So this information is fresh out the gate. So if you're a first-time international traveler, or if you're an elderly traveler, I think those will be the ones that are hit the hardest. Not that I think, I know. Number one, let's talk with elderly, especially if they're traveling without children or younger. Dealing with that whole biometrics, the pulling up your ETAs on your phone, all of that will definitely cause chaos and confusion. And they're expecting that to, cause lags in they're either boarding the plane or missing the plane, right? Depending on what happens. And it's the same with younger travelers. If you're traveling solo dolo as a younger person, although you may understand technology, you may not understand navigating through international borders, especially if it's your first time. So the warning is that they're expecting a certain subset of the travel community to show up at wrong gates, right? To have the wrong documents, or not even know an airline is out of business or there's extra costs because you don't know what you don't know, and the access to the information, while available, may be hard to navigate because it's new. So they understand this. I don't know if there's anything that they're doing to help, but just like I said, please understand that it will be us that gets hit the hardest. I mean, from all angles, and simply because a lot of this we're not paying attention to as well. We don't know why this is happening. And although my goal on this channel, I didn't even know how much I would talk about travel anymore on this channel, just simply because I knew what was coming down the pike, and I don't want to be the one really pushing people to travel, especially now, understanding how things are. But I knew I had to do this video to talk about what's going on. So number 3, ways to prepare. Let's just get into that. And if you have any questions, please put them in the comment section. I mean, yeah, please put it in the chat. And if you're watching this on the back end, put it in the comment section. I will try to respond to all of them. Also, hit the like. Actually, before I get into number 3, let me see who's in here. Is it necessary? Yeah, hit that like button. Let me see. Oh, good. Perfect. Hey, Shalonda, good to see you. What's up out of the shell? Hola, ¿cómo estás? Is it estate to book with travel agent? Full therapeutic consultant? Is it estate to book with travel agent making the flight? I don't know what that means. I'm not sure if you could retype that. Thank you, Christine. Yes, please hit the like. Hola, girl. Good to see you. Not hola. I forgot how to say. Anyway, hey, girl. um. Okay, so hit that like button only because listen, y'all know I'm not vain. I know, like if I hear one person that got this helped one person, I'm good. But the more people that hit the like button, the more this will get pushed out, right? This is, how the robot works. So I contact my contact in 2 weeks, but going first week. Wonderful. But wait, isn't that after the one? Isn't that too late? Because I thought it was May. Anyway, okay. All right. I might be wrong. Okay, so let me get back to I did want to share what the documents are. So the documents for anyone, if you are part of, some of y'all are part of the Black Travel and Culture community, this will be emailed out tonight, these documents, if you are already part of the community. If you join tonight, then you get the documents tonight. So the first document is what is this? 1, 2, 3, a 3-page intensive guide. And can I show what this is? Yeah, okay. Let me show. Let me just show you the top. Hopefully I can. Oh, no. Not now. Allow. No, I need to do a file, PDF. My computer. Upload file. Give me 1 second, y'all. Here we go. Now, I just need to share it on the screen. I'm going to show you what the first document looks like. I could go through exactly what the free document looks like. Oh, shoot. I can't remove that. Oh, dang. How did that happen? Okay. I'm just going to read because I don't want the people's that are part of the membership to get mad at me, child. So let me just read what it says. So the first document is the 2026 Summer Travel Survival Guide, and it's what every budget traveler must check before they leave. Summer 2026 is shaping up to be the most disruptive travel season in recent memory. A major U.S. airline has permanently shut down. All prices have crossed $100 per barrel, if you know, you know. And Europe has introduced biometric border checks that are already causing long delays. Travelers who show up unprepared this summer are not just facing inconvenience, they are risking hundreds of dollars in unexpected fees, denied boarding, and health scares that they never saw coming, talking about what's happening on some of these ships. This checklist exists so that this doesn't happen to you. And so it breaks down what happened, all of the things that are going on, and what it means for you. It also breaks down action items that you should take for flights, budgets and costs, what to do, or not what to do, what to prepare for when you're traveling. So certain areas you're going to have to add up to 25% of what you thought things you may have cost at the top of the year when you were first planning, right? It breaks down European entry requirements and what it means for you, what is going on with the cruise lines, what documents and logistics you need to make sure you're adequately prepared. And then the reality check, right? So I'm just going to give this one update. Hopefully, if you're in here and you're part of the membership community, you're not mad. But round trip international airfares, what it used to cost, like around April, May, 776 on average. Right now, right now, it's at $1,064 on average, depending on where you're going. And it breaks the same down for check bags, travel insurance, rental cars, hotels, airport food, tourist taxes, and more. And so that's document number one. But also, like I said, there's a free checklist guide that I will make sure I add the link to at the end of this live. So let's get back into number 3, which is how to prepare. So what I want everyone in the sound of my voice to do this week, especially if you already have a trip planned, is to audit it, right? Audit it. Make sure you know every connection that you have. If it's a cruise, every port that you're going to. If you are booked with either Spirit or one of these airlines that are questioning how long they're going to be around, know what other options you have. Like, I'm not going to say rebook because we don't know what airlines are going to get hit first, right? But be prepared that you know what other options are available. And if you have a little extra in the till, just have a refundable ticket on one of those airlines that appear to be good on the sideline. Just have it. And like I said, if it's refundable, then you're good. If you don't have it, just be prepared and know if that airline was to say bye-bye, what other options do you have for that same route to get you back home or get you to where you need to be? Don't wait until you're at the airport, y'all. Please, 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 please. Do not wait until you are at the airport. And some of the hacks that I used to rely on and give, I don't even know if they would still work today, right? So one of them is if you're at the airport, child, you better get on Twitter and at that airline and tell them what's going on and what should you do immediately versus waiting on that 2-hour line where there's 100 people ahead of you trying to get the same thing done. That used to be golden. I can't say that that will work anymore because of all of the chaos and confusion. And just to give you an example, Delta had stepped up and said they were going to help people who got caught up with the Spirit closure. If it was, the same route, they were helping up until today, May 6th. Now, 2 days ago, they shut that down. They were like, we were just too overwhelmed. We are not going, if you need to book something, we'll book it, but we're not going to try to help you match, the cost or anything like that. So again, the some of the tips and gems that I used to give out, and one of the reasons why I had to get this new document going, I don't know that they'll work anymore. But I want every one of us to be prepared. Rebuild your budget, y'all. I need y'all. So how are we going to stay prepared. We're going to rebuild our budget. We're going to make sure we got enough to handle whatever it is we need to handle. Like I said, it's not just the travel prices that are going to cost more. When you get to wherever you're going, and if you planned on going out to dinner, or if you planned on going shopping, whatever the things are, build a buffer. Everything is going up. We'll do another live or another video about, the politics of everything, right? That I don't want that to get convoluted here. This is about us just staying ready, right? So we don't have to get ready. So again, put that buffer in, knowing that international flights are anywhere from $300, $500, $600 more than they were last year, depending on where you're going. Bag fees, foods, tourist taxes, rental car surcharges, plus the gas you got to put in the rental car, all is up. And if you planned a trip on last year's prices, revisit that. Please, please, please revisit that. Everything is up. We've been talking about this for those of you who've been rocking for almost, a year and a half, close to 2 years now. Y'all know we have been talking about all of this. Rather, it was job loss, and that's the other thing. Do not, I kind of wanted to start with this. Let me finish this last sentence, and then I'll get to that thought. Also, try to make sure, so you're already, you need to revisit, if you were thinking about what your budget last year, what this summer vacation was going to look like. You definitely have to, or whatever your summer travels are. It may not be vacation, it could have been anything, a wedding, whatever. Rebudget that. You may have to cancel it, and that's okay. That's okay. Listen, if somebody's wedding is about to cost you a whole nother $1,500 more than what you thought about, you may have to say, you know what, boo, child, love you dearly, but I can't be a bridesmaid no more. I just can't. I really can't. And say it, of course, how you need to say it so that they understand. And if somebody doesn't understand that, you shouldn't have been in their wedding in the first place. You shouldn't have been going to their wedding in the first place. But make sure you use cards that have, no foreign transaction fees, because who wants to pay that in addition to everything else that you are paying? And what I was going to say is, some of y'all just ain't going to be able to travel, because guess what? This ain't got nothing to do with money right now. Let's say you have the money to travel, but you have a job that you only have a set amount of time to be away, and you travel to said destination internationally, because if you're domestic, most people will be able to get home, right? But if you're on an international destination and you only have 5 to 7 days, and something happens with the airline where they may not shut down, but they may cut your flight coming back, and it may take you another 4 or 5 days to rebook because you didn't have that refundable. That's why I want y'all, if y'all got an extra coin or two, book a refundable ticket on another airline just in case, right? But let's say you don't do that. Now you're stuck for another 4 to 5 days, but your job is like, oh no, no, you got to be here by the time you said. We may give you an extra 24 hours. Now you're out of a job. Like, it may not be worth it, is what I'm saying. If you are not properly planned, it may not be worth it, because what is going to happen is these gas prices are going higher, y'all. They're going higher. They may ebb and flow for a minute, but they're going higher. So really, really sit down and evaluate this trip. Make sure that you are properly prepared, not only to get there, but to get back. You're going to have a plan B, C, at least a B, C. Your plan A is the original plan. Have the plan B, C. Know where the nearest airport to the airport that you plan to leave from was, and maybe you book out of there that second flight. But moving on, make sure you have all your documents in order before you leave. Do not try to wing it. Do not try to get one. You see a discounted fare to UK that leaves tomorrow, but you don't have the ETA form. Don't book that, because you may not get approved in time. Some people get immediate approval. Some people it takes 3 days. Some people it takes longer if they require you to come, meet, or provide more information. So let's be smart, with smart and strategic when it comes to what's going on. And if you are going abroad and you're in one of these countries that have implemented a new biometric system, if it tells you to get to the airport 3 hours before, get to the airport 4 hours before. You just have to, shave an hour off your leisurely time. Get to the airport 4 hours before. Better safe than sorry. It's better to know that you have made it through whatever new systems that have been implemented, and people are still learning, like they're citizens that work at the airport are still learning this. Give yourself that buffer as well. Make sure your passport has 6+ months. I wouldn't even travel with if it don't have 7, 8 months, because some countries, they time it from not when you leave, right? So if I'm leaving today to go to country A, and my passport expires in 6 days, I mean 6 months and 2 days, that country may look at the 6 months from the time I'm heading back. So if I'm not heading back for another week, they may say no. They may even let me get to the country, and that country may not let me in. So please, 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 make sure your passport is up to date. And then travel insurance. Not y'all know, I cannot say it enough. People get sick of me saying it. Now, people are like, well, if there's a WAR, it's not going to cover. There are certain travel plans. There's a travel plan for everything. It just depends upon if you want to pay the premium. But again, there's certain things that will be covered, maybe not everything, right? And so make sure you do your due diligence and have the appropriate travel insurance. Make sure you have use the credit cards that also offer you the most benefits when it comes to travel, but know what those benefits are. There are people that continuously tell me, well, I only use American Express, Platinum, whatever, but don't know that American Express does not cover some of the things that Chase Reserve or Chase Sapphire cover. So knowing and there's changes all the time to these. So you may have had a credit card and you haven't checked the insurance for 5 years. There may have been some shifts and some changes. So please, please, please make sure that you have the appropriate travel insurance, as much travel insurance that you can muster. And that means medical evacuation, hospitalization, all of the things. Don't rely on that. I'm checking out at the end, with my flight, and they say, do you want to insure this? No, I'm talking real travel insurance. So again, if you're interested, I think it's a 26 item checklist of everything everything and more that I talked about today, to help you organize your trip, right? To make sure that you're not forgetting things, and make sure that you're good to go when it's time to go. And I am going to make sure that I add that link this evening. Let me see if y'all have any questions. I might try to, if y'all have questions, go ahead and put it in the comment section. Hold on, hold on. Hey, seriously, good to see you. You got the email, right? About mañana? Please say yay. The link will go out. this evening. So, oh, okay. So it was June that we were there. Okay. Yeah, we don't know. They listen, many, and I have a oh God, I have a flight on JetBlue next month, a round trip to the vineyard and oh gosh. Yeah, I don't know if it's all airlines, but I know many airlines have changed their carry-on size and um cost, and they're checking for wheels and they're reclassifying, and just be careful. Just be careful. Yeah. Yeah, you're right about the mask, child. Yep, I agree with that. Hi, Jermaine Carter. Good to see you. Hey, Siobhan. Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Okay, good, 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 good. Hasta mañana. So yeah, so I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to leave the complimentary document, or what I can do, because quite honestly, this will probably be, if anybody wants, I didn't even think about this till this now, just now, so give me 1 second. If anybody wants all three of the documents, join the Black Travel and Culture family. The money from um the monthly, inexpensive monthly membership is going towards my passport giveaway. It's not an official uh it's not an official cause related. I'm trying to get this digital products. It's not an official 5013C, child, but it is definitely me giving back to people who um are part of our community that may need help in doing simple things like just getting a passport. And I kind of wanted it to happen um before. I don't know how, that man's picture is about to be on the passport, shell. And so anyway, so the money that comes from there, here is the link to the Black Travel and Culture family. And it's a membership, an online membership. I think somebody's in. Yeah, I saw somebody who's part of the group. Every month you get uh updates on what's going on with the travel community. This month you are getting the three documents that I just listed, and they are, I'm gonna tell you right now. It's the travel checklist, the summer travel checklist 2026, the airline safety guide called All Airlines Are Not Created Equal, and it's international, and you're getting the checklist. So you're getting all three of those documents if you join the Black Travel and Culture membership community. We also go over Q&As, the most important questions that come up during that month, with one live um with one live meeting. And then you also get, oh my gosh, anyway, you get some other things. I forgot. You also get the list of Black hotels across the world, Black owned hotels across the world, and some other lists that we feature. So you can do that, or you can just wait for me to share the free checklist, or you can, pay separately. But like I said, you'll get more bang for your buck. And I'll tell you what it is. So it's $15 for the three documents, including the checklist. But if you join the membership community, where you can get those three documents plus other travel documents, and you're supporting well, this will go to support the passport giveaway too. But yeah, so it's up to you, Charles. It's up to you. So let me see if y'all have any other questions. I don't see any other questions, but listen, this is not the time, y'all, not the time to try to wing it. And I'm a traveler. Like I'm not, being very strategic. And hold on one second. The answer is yes to that text message. Yeah, as soon as this is over. Yes. Um, so yeah, I'm being extra strategic. It's okay. It's okay. I'm being extra strategic. I am making sure that there is no trip that I don't have a backup plan to. Um, there is no trip I'm going on without proper coverage. You know, I have an annual plan. I it's worth it to me to pay for an annual plan that also has evacuation and all of that. If you can, cancel for any reason is a premium on top of the insurance coverage. It's, it's pricey is relative, right? It's not cheap, but it gives you an out for anything. Like, I don't feel good. I don't, I got a headache. My back hurts. Like, I highly recommend, if you're able to do cancel for any reason. And even if it's just trip by trip, if you don't do an annual plan, cancel for any reason. Acronym is CFAR. So if you see that CFAR, that's cancel for any reason. I highly recommend that. But those are the three areas that I want us to focus on as we are living through some different times when it comes to travel. And some people are going to get hit hard. Some people, and the thing is, like, if you are in another country and don't have $1,000 to rebook to come home, and you don't have the proper insurance, guess what's not going to help you? A GoFundMe. A GoFundMe is not going to help you. I mean, eventually it may, but if you need access to the money immediately, it's not going to help you. So I highly, highly, highly recommend just doing the extra preparation, just making sure that if something was to pop off, an airline shuts down, an airline cuts their routes, um, some unrest happens, you're on a ship that needs to be quarantined or evacuated. Me personally, you won't. And I actually had the opportunity to take a complimentary cruise coming up, and I'm just not. I don't want to be stuck on a ship. Give me land, please. Give me land all day, every day. So if you are, just be prepared. Pack your patience. Do not getting angry, fighting, screaming, arguing is not going to get you anywhere. I will say, still think about, using social media if you need to contact the companies to make arrangements, but make sure you're properly planned, and not just you, whoever you're traveling with. And make it clear, if you are on a group trip and you are properly prepared and people you're with are not, you make it clear, like, yo, I got my insurance, I got my backup plan. I will not be staying around to help other people. Like, I don't want anyone to feel like, if you go through all of the motions to make sure that you are not caught out there and somebody else does not, when they could have. I recommend telling people what to do, right? Sharing the checklist with them, whatever. But if they don't take action and are prepared, it is not your job to sit back and start stacking up more bills because they weren't proactive. It's about to get real, is all I'm going to say. And so I really want all of us to be prepared for when that happens. And so that's really all I got, y'all. How are y'all this evening? If you are in here tonight, again, before y'all check out, I need y'all to hit the like button. I need y'all to hit the subscribe button, become part of the Gym Nation family. If you're not following me on social media, you can do that as well, because Kim with the Gems is on social media now with a core emphasis to motivate people over 40 to, monetize their maturity, honey child. There is so much money in this age demo and age bracket that my goal is to inspire us through what I post, inspire us through community, inspire us through masterclasses. And that's the last thing. I am going to host another Monetize Your Maturity Masterclass at the same low price that I did last month. I appreciate the people that registered, and I appreciate the people that showed up. We have our follow up tomorrow, and I promise that whatever I can do to get us to stay ready still at this point, because now it's less about talking and more about action. It's more about doing. I I promise that's what I'm here to do. And so there's somebody in here. There's somebody in here that is, you know, a client from the one of my clients from getting how to get Mexico, how to get residency in Mexico, who is, you know, got her residency and is about to renew and have a plan B, y'all. She doesn't live in Mexico full time, right? But she has a plan. If she needs to walk across a border, child, she got her resident card, right? Her Mexican resident card. So again, if the planes all stop working, she is a legal resident of Mexico. And I have been dedicated to this because the writing is on the wall, right? I don't want to make it seem like it's all bad, because again, it's only all bad for the people who are not properly prepared. It's only all bad for the people who are not taking this seriously. And so whatever it is that you need to do to start taking it seriously, right? So if it's making sure you focus on your income no matter what age you are. Let me see. Oh, I probably can't pull this up now. But yeah, if it's making sure that you are making more money, because there were certain people that I, met with that were like, well, I can't, apply for residency because I don't have the amount of savings. I'm like, you can have that savings in 6 months, child. Less if you're really about that life. Less if you really are about that life, right? And so instead of saying what we can't do as we age, this up here, and I'm not talking about my gray hair, but that too, that too can help you get to where you need to be if you are just willing to put in the effort and be about that action. That whole being about the action is all about what's going on today and what's happening now and what is coming in the future. And so I might even need to host a webinar just talking about all of the different things. I might do it on YouTube. It may just be easier because some of y'all be signing up for the webinars and don't show up, which is fine. I don't care. But I value my time. I value my time. This is a girl, I worked out, child. This is my workout jacket. I mean, my running walking jacket. But thank you. Thank you. It's Nike, it's by the Nike brand. And child, if y'all are in here and part of the high probability trading only masterclass, patience is a virtue, y'all. I'm gonna send y'all an email. I might put it in the school community. I'm not sure yet. But if you're in here, look at Disney. Look at the Disney stock, which was part of your watch list. Look what happened. Look at Tesla. Look at Tesla. And y'all know my favorite trading style. So when them alerts go off, especially in my favorite trading style, the money is out. It's out in these streets. Oh, thank you, thank you. And we may need to bring back the high probability trading only class. I don't know. Yeah, we may need to bring that back. So anyway, so I'm gonna let this clock hit. Thank you so much, Christine. I appreciate the compliment. We're gonna make the 1 hour mark. We are so there. Listen, well, don't kick yourself after over that one, and please don't kick. Listen. Listen, the reason why I say that, whenever the government's involved, that thing could go either way, right? So the government has a piece of intel, but that's what Black Chat. Oh, hey, what's up, girl? Yeah, no, I saw. Nvidia is my jam. Nvidia is my jam. Did I say Tesla or Nvidia? Okay, so they're all at all-time highs. Listen, matter of fact, this week, and I didn't even talk to Audrey about this, but we are going to host a shorter version of the high probability trading only. It won't be 8 weeks. We'll probably do something shorter because the time is now. And so we'll talk, Andrea. I just thought about that because we have time, y'all. I'm telling y'all, we have time. And I did put the rain classes back available for the month of May. It's 5 classes. I talked about that the last video, I think. So if you missed it, check it out. But it's just the replay. I shouldn't say just the replays. It's the replays, meaning there's no live meetups for it, but you get all of the information. And for my birthday, it's half price. For my birthday month is half price. So that link was provided yesterday, not yesterday, the last time I went live. I can't remember what that date was. I might be able to, yeah, I think we need to do, yeah, because if y'all, I'm so seriously, I'm so glad you're still watching, because those who are watching, even if you're watching, you're learning certain things. You're learning the movement of certain tickers, right? And that's why it's a waiting game. And that's why we had like a total of 50 stocks to chart, because some of them tickers are still at some places that are about levels that are good levels. Let's just say that. But I'm going to put the link to the rain replays right now, just in case. Let me just find it. And then, yeah, they're 50% off right now, y'all. So if anytime you wanted to buy, if you there's the community is still available, but and however, that price is you can upgrade to that later if you want to. And that is has a lot more content. So yeah, so let me put the link. This is the Rain Society. I'm just gonna say replay. And you could read more about what that is. But yeah, so after this, I'm gonna put the link to the free checklist if you're traveling. I already put the link in if you want to join the Black Traveling Culture membership community, where every month you get a whole bunch of resources, not a whole bunch, you get resources and information all related to the travel community. You get the top questions that are answered in my social media communities. You get answers to that. And then this month, you're getting the 3 documents. You're getting the summer travel planning guide. You're getting the All Airlines Are Not Created Equal guide with all of the airlines internationally. And then you're getting the checklist that you need to use, or you should use, when you are traveling. And I'll put that link in one more time. And if you are in here, go ahead and hit that what you call it. Hit that like button, y'all. Multitasking. Okay, this is the travel document package. But again, if you want to join the community, you can do that as well, and that link will be in the description. So anyway, thank you. You know what? Let me put that in now, because I did say that's the better deal, better bang for your buck. So I hate, I'd be too good to y'all. Be too good. I'll just be too good to y'all. I'm gonna put the Black Travel and Culture membership community for those of you who are interested, and you could cancel at any time. So, I'm just gonna do BTC membership, and then okay. So yeah, so just give me a few minutes to what time is it now? It is 9:17. Give me 5 minutes to get that free document uploaded, and I'll put the link in the description. That's the checklist that I was talking about. So anyway, I'll talk to everyone on the next live. Like I said, we'll talk of the political aspect of it later. There's another topic I want to discuss first before we get to that, because there's some other things happening in this world that the distractions, y'all, child, that they are just so predictable. But anyway, what's today? Wednesday. I'm gonna try to do live on, you know what? I'm gonna try to do live. I got so much. I'm gonna try to do a live tomorrow, but if I don't, it'll be this weekend. Probably Saturday. But anyway, everybody have a good night, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, Christine. Talk to you. Bye, Siobhan. So glad you could join. Talk to y'all later. Bye.